We were not recording. We were waiting. Ah, we're recording now. Are we recording? Y'all are weird. So what if I give you this problem? N over 3 minus 5 equals to 6. Duh, right? So what do you do? Isn't this too easy? Yeah, this should be pretty easy, right? Hey, Matthew. Well, you don't have to. It's just practice. I can't wait. Go back to the video. Thanks, girl. All right. So let's pretend that this particular person works at a jewelry store. Okay, Andrea works at a jewelry store, and she's already in her 18, just 18 years old. No, in teens, late teens. So let's say that Andrea makes a base salary of $100 a week. She makes $100 base salary a week. Um, no, but let's say that she makes it a month, because you know. And then she makes 50%, whatever her result is, she gets 50% of that in commission. If we say that Andrea made $1,000 this month, how do you figure out the sales? What did I just say a while ago? Thank you. Thank you. That's what I wanted to do here. You do an equation. You can't. I'll tell you in a minute. But even if you try to find the answer, it's not going to be on there because we're asking for the equation. So go ahead and do P over there and take your time doing that and see how that goes. You're like, So, equation, what does it look like? Like those, right? It's a different story. I treat you differently all the time, don't I? Case closed. It's not a burn, guys, but you have to understand that all of you are very different individuals. And I treat you accordingly. I know. I know. You don't have to explain anything. All right, here we go. Why is, are you sure 100 is X? I think Dion has the answer. That's my point. Yeah, what are my values? I don't want the answer. I need to set up the equation. Look at that little girl. She just gave me the whole thing, show you all how to do it. Why did you put 1,000 as the Y? Let's let Dana shine. Go ahead, Dana. Yeah, that's how much she made. And why is 100B? Yes, that's exactly what I want you to think. Say, she's still going to make $100 for the base salary no matter how much she sells, right? No, not necessarily. It doesn't matter. That means X can change. She could sell one item or 1,000 items, right? We're talking about the 100. The 100 doesn't change. That's her base salary. She's still going to get paid that much money, right? The other one, why do you pick 50.5? So brilliant. I'm so proud of you. X represents the number that she sells, the number of money she sells, right? The amount. And then she gets 50% of that. Why didn't you use 50% instead? Yeah. I get you. Yes. So that 100 is not in percentage format. This is probably one of the best things I've heard in who knows how long, and you're over there running your mouth. So let me say again what she just said, which is I wish the principal and the superintendent was here when listening to this stuff, because it's really, really good explanation to this little very abstract problem. And she explained it so clearly that you didn't even care for it. So let's go back to it. That is the total, right? 1,000. The 100 is B because he won't change. She's going to get paid $100 regardless of how much money she makes in sales, right? She's still going to get paid that $100. Then she told me what the value of X represents, which a lot of people have a problem identifying. It is the amount of sales. That's what the X represents. She could sell $1 in things. She could sell $1,000 or $10,000 worth of things, right? That's what the X is. It varies. That's what we call it, a variable. And she converted the 50% into a decimal because the 100 is not in percentage format and the 1,000 is not in percentage format either. That means she had to put it in number format. So she turned this 50% into a decimal. And that's what she used this right here. Do you think it would waste my time on this if it wasn't? They're not percentages. You have to put them in the same format. Good job. That's really, really good. All right, so let's say that I have a different story. I'm sorry? Of course. By the way, some of these questions you don't have to solve. You just have to, like, give me the equation for it. For the next problem, let's assume that I'm walking around and have all these coins in my pocket. And I know that I have a total of $5 in my pocket. And they're all in coins. Also, I'm trying to figure out what I have of each. So I start like doing this and I can feel that I have 7 quarters for sure. 7 quarters for sure. And the rest of them are going to be in dimes. What equation can I write to figure out how many dimes I have? Go ahead.
You already have 7 quarters, so that's B. And then 5 is Y.
Uh-huh.
And the dimes. Oh, I got it. 10.
Is it 10x? Why is the point 10x? We're talking about cents, right? Point 10x. What about my quarters? How do I put it? 175. Why? You're turning it into money, right? You cannot put 7 because if I put 7, what am I saying? $7, and that's not right. 10 cents times whatever X is, right? Because I don't know how many diamonds I have. And then I have 175 in quarters, right? What does that equal to? $5. That's it. Now you're thinking. I like that. I changed the quarters into money because everything is in money, right? And the dimes, I know the value of dimes are 10 cents. Good job. That was really good. Do we have any questions on this one? No? If you have some questions you don't want to tell me now, go back to the video. Yes. What would not be even? 5 cents? Probably. I think I changed something here. It may have been like something less than that. That's true. Well, whenever you work it out, you end up with like something like you don't have enough dimes. You have like probably some dimes and then you have 5 cents hanging around. Does that make sense? So maybe I didn't feel that 5 cents in my pocket and that didn't count it. But you could add it. What can I do? Can I say that I can also feel that nickel there? How would I put it? How would I put it? Do what? Plus 5?
Plus 0.05.
Thank you. 0.05, right? And that should equals to $5. Then it will make more sense now.
Say there was another. The Nick was in his side.
Okay, let's move on. That was something else.
Wow. Oh wow.
Yes. The what? You don't have to write it. This is review. It's up to you. Like I said, you have those two choices: either learn or you don't. All right. So for this one, the what? Yeah. Go ahead. What do you think it's A? Beautiful. So what can you eliminate automatically? I can eliminate C and D because why? They're open, right? They're not equal. That means that the circle will be open. Not necessarily. I'm using these things, guys, to show you what you can eliminate. However, you cannot eliminate A or B for one reason, because you're not going to have just the signs. I'm going to give you an equation, right? Hang on. Will that change your mind? No? Guys, can somebody tell me what happens when you divide by a -2? All right. We get it. Good, good. I wanted to make that point, guys, that you cannot automatically assume that one is the answer without actually looking at the rest of the things. That means you have to look at the entire equation, because if the equation, the inequality was -2x plus 5 is greater than or equals to whatever, when you solve it, the sign would flip, right? So that means this would not be the answer. I just showed you what would happen if you worked it out. Let me clarify this, Faith. I like it. I like your passion. So I know. So we have -x, 2x, and plus 1 is greater than or equals to 5. She's doing the most. No, 6, not 5. Let's make it 6 so you can get 5. 6. When you work that out, it will give you x is less than or equals to 2.5, right? Is that the same as this? Listen to what I'm saying. I know. You're still not getting it, but this is good for the rest of you. I'm showing you the number line, yes. And it's going to be exactly like that, but I'm going to have equations on each of them. The number line is almost, it's not definitive. You have to solve it and actually match it with it. Well, what do you think I'm trying to do? Do you think I'm just going to give you the whole thing? I want you to think critically. What I'm trying to show you guys, that you can eliminate answers by looking at the signs first. Now that you eliminated those two, if you had let me finish when I was talking to Pedro, by the way, once you eliminate those two, you have two that you can work with. And you can solve those two instead of having to solve each and every one of them. That's what I was trying to show you. There are at least 4 questions where you're going to have to match them, and it will take you forever to work each of them out. It's under that, I think. All right. So for this one, Again, you always have a choice. You can eliminate as you wish, or you can work the things out and get them done the way you want. Um, I don't like saying it's my way or the highway. I like to involve you guys in this kind of conversations so you can actually defend your point. It's a good thing, but I want you to be open-minded to what other possibilities might be. All right? Yes. It's not the best. All right. Well, the highway, your way or the highway is not always the right way, by the way. Trust me, I'm saying in general. Sometimes we feel like we're doing the right way and we're really not. All right. So let me show you this one right here. It is a balance. It's a balance. If we have a balance like that, and it's showing you two different things, on one side you have all of this, on the other side you have all of that, it also is giving you the equation. Do we need that? What can you do? If I'm trying to find the value of x, do I need that diagram? No, just work it out, right? What if I ask you, what is the first step on your process? What would you tell me?
Subtract the numbers, or subtract or add the different numbers from the end.
I'm waiting for a specific answer.
What did you say? You subtract.
Yes, what exactly? Yes. That's what I wanted to hear. Subtract 4 from both sides. That's it. Dion. Y'all think the world revolves around you. How do you feel with those? If I ask you about the first step or second step? You get it? I need you to do this for every single calculation you do. Whether they ask you for second or first step, I want you to do it because it keeps you in order. It keeps you from messing up.
So what do you mean first step, second step? So it's gonna be like questions like.
What is the first step?
So this question is gonna be two questions of that. The first step is to add or subtract.
Yes, that's it. The second step?
It's to divide. You did that so wrong.
A lot of them. Do I?
Multiply or divide.
All right. Moving on. So what if I told you, hey, what if I gave you that equation and I said, which one of the following will not satisfy the inequality? What would you do? What does that mean when I say which one will not satisfy the inequality? Which one will not make it true? Yes. Or which one wouldn't work with it? But yes, which one would not make it true is a better statement. What? It's just negative 2x plus 2 less greater than or equals to negative 1. What? What lines? I just erased what I did. That's why it looks like that. Oh, people. Let me rewrite it.
I'm writing everything.
I need a break from y'all. I'm not coming next week. Good luck with the subs. I'm just kidding. All right, hey. So tell me, what do I do here? That's one way. Whoa. She said you can just plug it in. That's one way. What happens when you plug it in? What are you looking for? Can I put it onto what? In other words, whatever I get on this side, for example, if I was to substitute 1, I would put Negative 2 times 1 plus 2, it has to be greater than or equals to negative 1, right? So this is negative 2 plus 2 greater than or equals to 1. What do I get here?
4. Negative 4. 0. No. Oh, you do get 0.
You do get 0, right? Because you have 2 boys and 2 girls. That goes away. So 0. Is 0 greater than or equal to negative 1? That means that one works. I'm looking for the one that does not work, right? I don't know.
No, because negative 1 is not greater than negative 1.
Let's try D. It might work. So negative 2 times negative 1. That's positive 2 plus 2. Is that greater than negative 1? Is 4 greater than negative 1? Absolutely, yes. 4 is greater than negative 1. So that's still true. What can you do that it makes you go, like, you just do it faster? Number line. Because instead of testing each one of them, you can just work it out. Yeah. The what? What are you talking about? Number line. It's faster. So you get negative 3x greater than or equal to negative 3. Oh, 2x. What am I saying? Sorry. All right. So we divide by negative 2. Negative 2. X is greater than, oops, nope. It's switch the signs, right? Less than or equals to positive 1.5. Here's the problem. When you work it out, none of those answers actually are it. So what do? Nope. This is 1, this is 2. Where is 1.5? Is it closed or open? Which way is it going? Here's what we do now, guys. We can pull out these numbers and see if they match. All right. So once you have that, all you have to do is plot them, right? Where is 0?
It's after behind 1.
Where is negative 1?
Behind 0.
Where is 3? Tell me which one of those doesn't work with that inequality. Why 3? It's not covered by the highlighting. That's why. That's what it means. Yeah. Am I recording? Okay. Go ahead. Yeah. Oh, if you have any questions with that one, you're going to have about 3 or 4 of those. Or the one that says which one works with it and which one does not satisfy the equation or inequality.
So you just solve it?
That means you solve it, put in a number line, and plot all the numbers, see which ones are not covered or which ones are covered. Got it? Make sure you plot all of them. This is not like news. We've been doing this for a long time. Go back to the video. Yes. That one is the same way. If you notice, I'm asking for, I think what was I asking for? The same thing. Which one doesn't work? I wanted to give you this example for you to know and to notice that you don't always get a whole number when you go for an inequality. Sometimes you get decimals, and that's normal. I got 3.5, negative 3.5. Yes, you still plot it and you still figure it out and you still see which ones are covered by the highlighting and which ones are not. So this one's covered, right? And so is this, and so is this. But the zero is not. Zero is like way over here. Are we good? I'm tired. If I give you that, what did I do here? If I give you that equation, y equals 30x plus 10, and I ask you, which one's the rate? What is m? Hang on. You said 10 is m.
No.
Is it bx plus m?
No,
What is it?
it's MX.
B is 10 because you have to add it to the distance.
It's y equals mx plus b, right? So what is m?
30x plus 10.
That means the rate is 30, right? That's it. I had some coffee, but I'm tired.
Is it still in there?
Ugh,
When did you get that?
in the morning.
Ew.
Coffee doesn't go bad.
Yeah, but it's
No. Some kind of bread. I don't know what it was. All right, so moving on.
And you still have money.
sound like suicide.
Yes, I'm broke, but
Yeah,
I had a gift card.
I
Using it.
had a gift card.
All right. If, speaking of gift cards and being broke, let's pretend that I stopped showing up to this job because I'm tired of y'all. And I ended up going to tutor kids in Highland Park because, you know, they make a lot of money, their parents, and they can pay me a lot. You know, that's what they say. They really don't. So let's pretend that I go over there to tutor these kids and I charge $150 per hour when I go over there. But my transportation cost, meaning the driving over there, they get in the Starbucks so I can stay awake with them, and all those little things, I spend $25 on that. What would be the equation? Why? All right. So yes, before Dana left, she gave us the answer. She said it'll be y equals 150x because it's per hour, right? But it's not plus. Yep, you're spending money, so it's minus 25. Be careful with that. I'll tell you why that's important. Because if those are your answers, you're gonna be lost. Those are your possible answers.
Also, I would have done rounds because I would have picked
So you can take away B and C because it's adding, right?
Yeah,
And why can you take out D?
because 25 isn't per.
Well, look at this.
25 isn't M.
25 is not M. So you have to be A, right? Good. Yeah. If I don't get 90s, and I'll be so sad.
What if you do?
I'm gonna come on Monday and look at my grades, and I'm just gonna say bye.
Felicia.
I'm just gonna leave.
No.
Yeah, girl, I'm gonna be here for 7 weeks trying to teach you. You still don't learn anything? I have a problem. I'm just kidding. What? All right. The next problem. So let's pretend that I ran a marathon last week. Pretending. I was just doing it to practice. Well, that's good. I'm glad you know what that is. All right. So let's pretend that I took off. I was a mile ahead before the rest of the runners started. and that I run.
You can't even get your phone.
All right. And that I run 1 mile, it takes me 8 minutes to run 1 mile.
That's in.
How would I figure out how long it will take me to run 10 miles?
You have to do
And go ahead. What? Why is one my B?
Because you are the one who said 1 mile.
I already ran that mile, right? 10 is a total, and obviously I'm running 8 minutes per mile, right? Guys, I'm gonna cry if you're gonna do well on this test. So please, for the love of whoever you pray to, read and work on these things and make sure you study hard so that tomorrow, hang on, so that tomorrow you're not completely lost and clueless. The next part, what do you do if you do not understand some questions on the test tomorrow? Move on to the next one, right? Do not get stuck. Huh? I didn't hear you. No, it'll be similar. I mean, I have it right here.
That's a test?
No, it is, but I'm not. You don't get to see it. I'm just saying, like, I need to make sure that you guys are ready for this. There is nothing on this test that I have not taught you. I promise you that. Everything on this test you have already seen one way or another. The only difference is that some of the questions I made them a little more challenging
Oh, wow.
to make you think. Brian, I am counting on at least a 90 from you. Because you look like you got understand everything. I'm pretty sure. I bet you 2 cents.